Blazing It Radio, Larry Ulibarri, Kathie J. Wiggins. You know, sometimes, like, when you work with people, especially closely, you know, you have to, like, remind yourself, hey, you know, we got to be civil toward one another. Like, you know, maybe you don't get along with Megan in accounting, but you still have to see her at the coffee machine.
Right, so be civil.
Hi, Megan. How are you?
Hey, how's things?
Right. So I think Wiggins lost all ability to be office nice. So, like, you can't even walk up to him and say, hey, what's up? And well, that's what that is. Oh, that's over there.
Okay.
And he was like, we're out cold. And I go, what? We're ending out cold. So I've decided from this point on, I'm only talking to on-air Wiggins. Because on-air Wiggins is forced to be nice.
He's very nice.
Exactly.
He's
and
funny.
Totally. Respectful.
He's like the guy we used to know.
Exactly. So I'm only talking to on-air Wiggins or Wiggins in front of clients Wiggins. Because Wiggins is like, hey, what's up, Larry? What can I get you? Oh, sure. That's funny. So anything you have to say to me will only be when the mic's are on,
great.
buddy.
That's going to be great for our listeners.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Okay, cool.
Wiggins, it won't always be this bad, okay?
We're all going through it, but we all are civil to what's-her-face in accounting.
Right.
Because we all work together.
Right. We want to help her out. We like each other. It's a team.
You got to dig deep to say, good morning, everyone. Sorry, it just comes with working with humans. Right, buddy? Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's starting to creep on the air.
Yeah.
Normally that should have been, you got it, man.
Buddy.
You got it, dude.
Yeah, there it goes.
There you go. That's our guy.
Yeah.
Stupid news is next, all right.
Yeah. Police find escaped prisoners in an escape room.
Oh, that's hilarious.
You can't write this stuff.
I don't care what they say about me.
And now,
I go dumb, I go stupid, I get crazy. Come on and clap.
it's Kathie J's Stupid News.
Guy saves a deer by giving him mouth to mouth.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
That was nice.
Totally nice. Totally awesome. A drowned deer
Oh.
in Mexico. It was by a riverbank. You can see video of a deer that looks to be found unconscious and unresponsive, lying by the bank of a river.
Oh.
Okay? So there's this unnamed guy, and they're speaking Spanish, and you see him in the video lifting the neck up of the fawn, which looks like it's a little baby, pumps deep breaths from his own lungs down the neck of the deer, and at first, the young deer's head is seen slightly moving, the eyes twitch a little, then the man tries to resuscitate the deer again, then the deer flinches drastically, looks around in an attempt to get its bearings straight, yet it appears to fall again, so the guy talks Spanish to his friend, takes in a few more huge big breaths, blows them into the mouth of the deer, and the deer totally was able to come back to life.
He's like the deer whisperer.
Yeah,
Or
right?
something. That is crazy. And that was so nice because a lot of people just like, well, poor deer.
Or dinner.
Right.
This one wasn't road.
So we're having deer
roadkill.
tacos tonight.
He's able to lift the deer onto its four legs, and then it tries to run away immediately. But the guy holds the animal, and everybody, as he still looks confused. But
Right. That was really cool.
Very cool. I totally agree.
Yeah, some people couldn't put their mouth on a deer's mouth. But if it's a baby, you're like, come on, little baby.
Right. You're like, come on, I got you.
Grown adult male deer, not happening.
Right, because he's going to wake up and kick you.
Right.
A restaurant burglar cooked a meal like a pro and even cleaned the kitchen.
Well, that's nice.
I totally agree.
Clearly, he's worked in a kitchen before.
Yes, they definitely say he has. Security cameras were rolling at a New York State restaurant when a burglar took time out from his crime to prepare a meal, eat it, and clean up after himself.
Thank you, chef.
Yeah. The place is Nellie's Taqueria in Hicksville on Long Island.
He made deer tacos.
The burglar broke in about 2 o'clock in the morning. They recorded him donning gloves and cooking food like an old hand. He was working the pot like a pro, says the manager of the restaurant. He was sifting the food, shaking it around, tasting it, making sure it was heated evenly, distributed evenly. He was cooking up a storm. He heated up some beans. He sauteed some chicken. He sauteed some shrimp.
They were like, we want to charge you, but we also would like to offer you a job.
Right.
You're very good.
He said the way that guy handled the pan, man, the dude had skills.
That's funny.
The burglar then used a hammer to break open the cash register, took about $100 from the cash register, but left the money in the tip jar.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, totally. So it's a guy that works at a restaurant. That
Right.
has worked,
For
right.
sure.
Yeah, so he even wiped down the cooking surfaces and cleaned the crumbs off and cleaned all the supplies before he left.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I hope he does get hired.
Right. And he'll work in the jail kitchen.
Oh, yeah, right. And finally, police find escaped prisoners in an escape room.
Okay, an escape room, like one of those ones where you're like, hey, we got to get out of here. It's like
Right.
where you go as a group of friends.
Read a code, and then you got to try to figure
Right.
it out. They have one here. It's called Escape Works downtown.
Right.
We got to do it. Like, it's a lot of fun. I did it with 2 other people.
There should be a punishment or a penalty if you don't do it. So then you feel more pressure. Like,
to
if
get
we
out?
don't do it, they get to hit us with that leather thing. You know what I mean? Hooray!
No, but while you're in there, like, the first time you figure out a clue, it's so, like,
exciting.
The adrenaline,
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
So you're like, I want to do it again. And then you
cool.
realize how creative they've put the clues together. It's kind of cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so 2 women who escaped a Canadian prison on Monday. So it's Canadian prison. I mean, that's serious.
They're real gentle there.
Right. They were found by police the next day in an escape room. Kelsey is 23, Samantha's 20. They jumped the fence at Edmonton Institution for Women, got away.
They're like, let's go hide in this place. They didn't know where they were going.
Right,
Let's go in.
exactly.
And so, welcome to the escape room. What? Us? Oh, my God.
They wandered into Side Quest Adventures, an escape room business where participants are given a set amount of time. They asked to see one of the rooms, and we said, sure, no problem, because that's a pretty normal thing, said the owner of the escape place. A lot of people want to see what they're getting into before they get locked in it. Moments later, police entered the business and asked if the prisoners were in an escape room. He didn't know they were escape prisoners. He just said, yeah, there's 2 girls in that room. He then called for backup and
He
told
said,
them
don't worry, they're not going anywhere.
He called for backup and told them to leave the girls in the escape room.
Yeah, we really got to get out of here. I'm terrible at math. So I hate puzzles.
It's funny and ironic that escaped convicts ran into an escape room, said the owner. And hang on, she has like a 33-month sentence. One of them does. The other one, so robbery, trafficking, possession. That's what they were in there for.
The escape room people are like, listen, they didn't pay, so you're going to have to pay to get them back.
Oh, yes.
It's
Everybody's
$20
gotta make money.
per person.
Yep, everybody's got to make money.
Hey, we're going to be in Fort Collins tomorrow. It's the... Oh, no.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fort
tomorrow's
Collins.
Friday.
Yeah.
Or today's Friday.
Yeah. So tomorrow is the grand opening of the new TGS, the Green Solution.
The Green Solution,
in
yep.
Fort Collins. So a lot of people have been hitting me up on social media. So excited that we're going up there.
We'll be there from 1 to 3, and it's the one that's on College Drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have been freaking out up there waiting for this, so that's pretty cool that they finally get it in a college town.
Right. So just got to let you guys know that I've already committed us to a frat house.
Well, you're on your own there, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah.
I got us these jock straps.
No, you're on your own.
So what kind of hazing will you guys be doing today?
You'll see.
Oh, I'm sorry, initiation, whatever you want to call it. Why is that guy in his boxers?
You're going to have to dress like Frank so we can get you in.
Oh, yeah, I totally would.
We're going to have to bind your breasts by using your Spanx.
Are you sure the frat wouldn't just want the girls to come in?
Oh, maybe, but
Yeah.
you're going to distract from our male party.
I was going to say, you're the one that doesn't
You're
want
a
any
blocker.
females there.
Some guys won't kiss another guy if a girl's in the room.
What was Frank's feature? You gave Frank a name.
Oh,
Let's be Frank, or let's
Frank
a
discussion.
Frank discussion.
Oh
Frank
yeah,
discussion.
we need to do that because
Yes.
Frank. Everyone loves Frank.
I
Right.
agree. Marissa says, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Love you guys on the text line. We love you too, Marissa.
Marissa, that is how a Chinese man says Melissa.
Did you guys hear about the rap battle that's happening between Wingstop and Wendy's?
Okay,
Like
an
a
actual
rap battle?
Yeah, like it's an actual rap battle on Twitter. It's pretty funny that whoever is handling the accounts.
Oh, okay, they're going
for
back and
these
forth.
two
Oh, that's funny.
yeah, no, it's totally funny.
Okay, so are they rapping? Was Wendy's trying to promote some sort of wings or something?
Yeah, so they're
Okay.
quoting rap songs and then throwing shade back at each
Oh,
other.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, so Wingstop and Wendy's engaged in a social media rap battle this week. So it went on all week.
If I'm going wings, I'm definitely going Wingstop.
I like Wingstop.
I love
Yeah,
Right.
I've never had a Wendy's.
Wendy's,
wing.
I've had them. They're fine.
They're more about the square hamburger, which is delicious.
I do like their square hamburger. The online feud began when Twitter user Nat shared a photo of a Wingstop next to a GameStop retail store and said, "Isn't this that Migos song?" Wingstop's official Twitter account responded Monday to her with a short rap to the rhythm of Bad and Bougie, right? By Migos. So GameStop, Wingstop, copped a new game for the Xbox, saucing and tossing our wings in a pot. We got the original hot. That's what Wingstop wrote. So that's
cool.
funny. And the
Right.
user was like, yay, Wingstop. Well, Twitter users then summoned Wendy's official Twitter account. No to several people, because Wendy's apparently has somebody that runs their social media.
That's funny.
That does funny stuff. So people said, hey, look what's happening over at Wingstop. So then Wendy's got in on it, and Wendy's responded to the challenge with a quote from Humble. Okay, then Wingstop countered by demanding Wendy's bring something fresh, not frozen. A reference to their slogan.
Right.
The direct challenge ultimately encouraged Wendy's to respond with their own short rap. Fresh, never frozen since '69. Trying to cop that mixtape, better get in line. Grabbed a couple wings, now you're trying to fly, but nothing gets them dipping like a Frosty and Fry.
Wow. They might have won that one.
And then they continued to exchange lyrics before the battle came to an amicable end, and everybody applauded each side.
Oh no, somebody's getting shot.
Oh,
It's
yes.
going old school.
Oh, yes.
Beef. It's a real beef.
Right.
Oh, Wendy's beef.
All right, so everybody out there that is on those dating sites, Tinder is now launching reaction features that let users send flirty animations to potential partners.
So you can send the eggplant to somebody.
Right, yeah. So the problem with Tinder was after you matched with somebody on Tinder, somebody still had to make the first
Move.
contact. Right. So they say that this might help people kind of break the ice because it's this fun, flirty animation that you send.
Right. So in other words, you don't have to talk yet, but you can still communicate.
Yeah.
And then be suggestive, like eggplant peach.
Yeah, right.
Eggplant peach.
So the new feature on Tinder is going to be similar to the Facebook reactions. So you can play with your full screen flirty animations. There's hearts, laughing faces, or a big red cross should you not like your message.
Oh, okay.
Their
Like the power
message.
of Christ compels
I
you
guess
to.
so.
So like if they sent you something, you'd be like, eh.
Like the eggplant, too soon.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So you get that like Family Feud. Eh.
Yeah. The feature gives users a selection of responses that can be used at any stage of conversation that range from the gentle nudge in the form of an animation that says the ball's in your court.
Ooh, balls.
That's all guys hear. And then to send a reaction, you open a conversation on Tinder, tap the smiley icon, scroll through the reactions. We're just becoming a world of emojis.
Right. Pretty soon we will not talk to each other.
At all.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, totally. So coming up on Celebrity Trash and Bash, Kate Winslet reveals that she stripped down for Idris Elba,
In that movie,
but left one article of clothing on.
her Band-Aid.
That's a good guess.
And now,
All tea, all shade, hunty.
Celebrity Trash and Bash with Larry, Kathie, and Wiggins.
Can I get an amen up in here?
here's Kathie J.
Tyrese Gibson is slamming Fast and the Furious franchise co-star The Rock for making the franchise all about him. Tyrese has been there from the beginning, but no, it's all about The Rock now.
Yeah, and it's like The Rock came in and already like he's your boss.
Yeah, kind of,
And
right.
Tyrese is like, but we were.
And then he takes something that you built and then makes it his own.
Well, he didn't make it his own as much as didn't he delay filming?
Well, okay, let me tell you what happened. So, the next installment of Fast and the Furious 9, we were telling you yesterday it's been postponed, okay? Now, Tyrese is saying why. He took to Instagram yesterday to blast The Rock for his selfish behavior, alluding to a potential standalone film that The Rock's character, Hobbs, is going to get.
Oh, okay.
So that's might be one of the reasons why the movie's been pushed back.
Oh, so in other words, Rock's getting his own spin-off off the Fast and Furious, and
Yeah.
Tyrese is like, but I was...
Right, I started it. I started this gangsta.
I brought donuts the first day we shot.
He said, congratulations to The Rock and your brother-in-law, $7 producing partner for making the Fast and the Furious franchise about you. Tyrese wrote. And like you, DJ, even if they call, I will not be deleting this post.
Wow. So,
like Dwayne Johnson.
Right. So now it's going to be all awkward the first day they shoot. You know, because now they're are the first time they read this script together or whatever.
Yeah, right. And then he said, folks you see in 2020, April, hashtag fast family, right? Nah. It's about hashtag Team Dwayne, hashtag 3 years. Will it be worth the wait? No, just Hobbs. Will this be another Baywatch hashtag?
The Rock's like, it's only taking a little extra long because we have to kill your character.
Yeah.
Right, they're rewriting the script.
Well, even Tyrese's character gets made fun of.
Yeah,
it's like you're
through
not
the
even
whole
taken
thing.
serious,
Right.
even in that movie, bro. Like,
Yeah.
calm down.
You don't get respect at all.
Right, and it's your only solid job.
Right.
Yes.
Jimmy Kimmel has increased security at his show tapings.
Oh, wow. Because of the political stuff.
He's reignited his campaign against the Republicans' health care proposals.
Right.
Because, Jimmy's his newborn son
Has a heart condition.
Exactly. So he's seeing firsthand
What
people who don't have health care will be going through and what their proposals will put people in his situation through.
Right, which he didn't have to do.
No.
And he was really brave to do it.
Because he said, I have the money. I'm lucky enough to have the money to take
Right.
care of this, but I'm standing up for people that don't. So because of all that, he's had issues with protesters at the show. And now he has increased security at both the front and the back entrances as well as throughout the audience.
Right, because the thing is, if you can let somebody in that went through the metal detector, but that doesn't mean they're not going to break out and go,
Yeah, right. Or just have somebody on the inside that, I don't know, you never know. Harvey Weinstein, what is going on with him? He's been accused of sexual harassment by Ashley Judd and a bunch of other actresses.
huh.
Like the movie mogul Harvey Weinstein.
Okay, and so he's probably just one of those old guys that comes from the Bill O'Reilly era
I think
where you
so.
could grab some ass.
And you're a movie mogul, so everybody's wanting to go to the casting couch.
Right, he's grabbed a ton of ass and gotten away with
Yep.
it, so what, yeah.
And I don't know if Kathie, you're going to read this, but one of his quotes was saying, I grew up in a different era, so sorry.
Right.
But basically saying that that was his excuse. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, when women were like not treated fairly and you're justifying it by that.
Oh my
Okay.
God, there's a documentary on Netflix that talks about when Hollywood first started and how women were treated.
Yeah.
And they would literally have women out and be like, here, put a bunch of them in a room and go, you people are filming and you women drink these sodas with these pills. And then like they'd be like, okay, and then men would just come in and hook it up.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy how women were treated.
And those were actresses?
Right.
Oh,
and
wow.
but they wanted to be in Hollywood
Yeah.
so bad they would do whatever.
They're willing to do it. Well, yeah, like Marilyn Monroe, she was the most bankable star, and they weren't paying her anything compared to what the guys
Right.
were making.
Right.
So he tried to say, I came of age in the 60s and 70s when all the rules about behavior and work in the workplace was different. But he is apologizing, but he's still saying he's going to sue the New York Times because they were the ones that posted the sexual harassment story. Now, Ashley Judd, she kind of disappeared for a while, and she's saying that Harvey Weinstein was one of the reasons why. He sexually harassed her and many other women over the last 3 decades. Apparently, he invited her to the Peninsula Beverly Hills Hotel. She thought it would be a breakfast meeting about her career instead of meeting her in the restaurant.
He's like, oh, you're getting breakfast sausage, all right, and 2 hard-boiled
See,
eggs.
that's horrible. Harvey Weinstein had sent her up to his room where he greeted her in a bathrobe and asked if he could give her a massage. He then proposed she watch him shower.
These guys,
She
man.
said, how do I get out of a room as fast as possible without alienating myself from the biggest movie producer in Hollywood?
Right, and he
Yeah.
knows that.
Yeah, totally.
And this is probably back. I mean, she's beautiful anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But when she first hit, she was just like so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And probably like.
Oh, she was gorgeous.
Right, and country, maybe a little naive.
Totally, right. Well, he has, where there's smoke, where there's fire. Harvey Weinstein has reached at least 8 settlements with other women. So he,
Wow.
Yeah,
That's just crazy.
I want to see what he looks like.
No,
Oh,
he
here
looks
it is.
creepy. And
Oh my God! Yeah, there he
he's
is.
an old dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's never
You've seen him in movies and stuff. Like,
Right.
he'll do cameos.
right. So it's like guys like him, Bill O'Reilly, and the guy that ran Fox News, Ayers. It's never George Clooney type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
right.
what I mean?
Why can't it be someone sexy?
Right, like if George Clooney came out of the shower, most women would be like, yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I'll watch you shower. Why watch when I can get in? And that's what I would say to Idris Elba if he was ever standing in front of me. And his new movie that's opening this weekend, The Mountain Between Us, with him and Kate Winslet. You've seen them. They're like in the airplane and
Right,
they get
looks
into the plane
terrifying.
crash in the Rocky Mountains.
Right, it's like your worst case scenario. You just crash and nobody knows where you're at.
I don't know. Worst case scenario with a sexy black man, you both live and you have to share body heat to survive.
Oh, yeah, we
I
get
could
it.
try this.
Worst case scenario is being stuck on wherever with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's like, turn around, bend over.
This isn't sharing body.
So
they have in the movie a steamy sex scene.
Okay, Kate Winslet.
and Idris Elba. So Kate recounted that she stripped off completely to film the sexy scene with Idris Elba. But she had to keep her socks on because Idris Elba has rather unusual tastes, like a very extreme foot fetish. He has a thing for feet. So he requested, and she obliged and kept her socks on.
He's all, I put a sock on my foot, too, if you know what I mean. On his foot?
Yeah, on his
Get
foot.
it?
Right.
It's a
I
foot.
get it.
Yeah.
It's
You
a
got
foot.
it.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's a big sock.
It's a
Yeah.
big
A
sock.
big, like, NBA tube sock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting it. We got that,
Yeah.
Idris.
Get it, got it, good.
And that's your trash and bash.
Yes, let me.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good, Kathy. Just strip down to your socks, girl.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Have you guys ever accidentally, like, sometimes, like, you're texting somebody, you're texting multiple people,
Yeah.
and then you think you're replying to one text, but you're actually sending it to the one that was before it or after it?
Okay, yeah, I've done that.
Okay, so yesterday I sent my mom, who was texting me back and forth along with somebody else, I sent her this. Blank you, let's see the dong.
Oh, my God.
So
Oh, my God.
So then when I didn't get a picture back, I was like, huh. And then I looked and I was like, wait.
Oh, my God.
And then I see that my mom sent a thing with a bunch of question marks. And so, yeah, that happens. And more often than not
No,
lately.
to you
Yeah, I was
that
gonna say,
happened.
right.
No, I'm saying it happens that you reply to the wrong text, right?
Right.
And sometimes it's inappropriate, sometimes it isn't.
Yes.
So we want you to tell us about your situation where you sent somebody the wrong text or it was in the wrong context. So hit us up at 303-728-3420. You can text us your response or call us on that. But we do have some text on the text line right now.
Yeah, they're great. Thank you, Larry, for recommending Big Mouth. It's so good. Plus, a little awkward father-son time is always appreciated. Love you guys.
Yeah, that's a new show on Netflix. It's called Big Mouth, and it's very inappropriate. I don't know how anybody would be able to watch that in front of their kids.
Well, maybe they already have a sick sense of humor to begin with. Right.
Yeah, because I was thinking about this, like, you know, shows like that are really edgy and go way over the line, like, you know, American Dad, Family Guy, South Park,
Right.
and this show like Big Mouth. They must have a building that is solely for people to take complaints about those shows. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
you can't make the regular lady at Fox headquarters
At front desk.
take those calls.
Right.
So she has to route those calls when somebody's like, I was watching Family Guy and there was a pedophile joke. Please hold.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then where does that call go to? Somebody that pretends to be like,
No, I bet it's like leave your complaint after the beep.
Right. That's
That's all
exactly
it
it.
is.
Right.
Right.
Nobody ever calls you back.
Yeah.
Right.
They send you a letter that says thank you for your call.
Exactly.
thanks for your input.
Can I just say how nice it was to be able to turn on Blazing Hits through Alexa? I forgot to turn on my bathroom speakers to listen, but Alexa came on for the win. Yay!
None of you are concerned about the Alexa hearing everything in your house?
Dude, we've been through this. Your phone in your pocket can hear everything
Yeah.
you're doing. Hey, which, by the way, one of the Secretary of State for Trump, his phone was hacked.
No
And so they're
way.
saying that someone like was because once your phone's hacked, you can pick up on the microphone.
Oh.
So they're saying that they like picked up. Other countries might have picked up conversations that he had with Trump and all those things.
Snap.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So wait, you really saying that people can listen in through a phone that's not on?
Yeah, I saw a TV special. You can buy this device on
Don't
online
tell people.
for $2,000.
Yeah.
Then you can, as long as you know the phone number, you can hack into their phone, and then you're able to control everything from the camera on it.
What?
So this guy was literally, it was for Vice News. He was in England. One of his guys was in the Middle East. They hacked in the phone from England in the Middle East, and they could hear him speaking Arabic with this interview. And so he's like, "Yeah, it's just that easy." And they literally did it on the fly. So your phone is it's hackable. Everything's
Available
hackable.
at Amazon Prime. That product, you know what I mean?
Well,
Right.
everything, your phone, anything.
So
No, but like
can you leave it in your pocket? Maybe we shouldn't just always have it out sitting on the table.
And so even if it's not on, they can hear it.
They can access it. They can control
Okay,
it.
well then somebody's got to get me the number to Idris Elba's cell phone.
Oh, yes. Hey, girl, take off them socks. Put your toe in my mouth.
I'm not the only one thinking that. God, he's sexy. Oh, but somebody did say on the text line, he is British, so you need to do the accent.
That's right. He's British.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks old in that movie. He looks like
He's an older dude, but I still think he's sexy as hell, and he would be a good James Bond.
I see him as the next Danny Glover.
What?
No, I'm kidding.
You mean Donald?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Danny is Childish Gambino.
Oh, no, I meant Danny Glover. No, the old guy.
The old guy. Okay.
Mister.
Blazing Hit Radio.
On the drive in.
And the rest of the day.
We did that for all these swing shifters, for people that don't necessarily get up in the mornings. We kind of did it for strippers because strippers never get to hear us because they get off work and then they go right to bed.
Right.
They're sleeping right now.
Larry's got love for the strippers.
Well, we don't shame them.
No.
Is that who
not
you
at all.
texted when your mom got it?
No.
Yeah, who were you texting that you wanted to see the dong?
Okay, that'd be none of your business.
Well, I want to see.
I got the picture. I'll show you.
No, I don't. So the picture finally came through.
Yeah, but it was like they did it on Snapchat, so I had to go to Snapchat then take a screenshot.
Okay, so they knew you took a screenshot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're okay with it.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to see it?
No.
If they're okay with it, then why did they just text you the picture?
I don't know.
Okay.
So I don't know, but they made me jump through a hoop. But do
No,
you wanna
don't.
see it?
I don't want to see it because
We're
I'll probably.
okay on that. Yeah.
I might say something that you don't like. I might insult your junk pic.
It's a good one.
No, we're okay. Anyway, we're okay on that.
Okay.
Eh.
Hey, I hear Netflix is going up in price.
Yes, Netflix is going up in price. So everybody, bad news for Netflix users. All 5 of you on one account.
Grandma, uncle, cousin,
Right.
friend.
Starting this month, Netflix is raising the prices of their plans, some by as much as 10% for U.S. subscribers. So the standard tier plan, which allows subscribers to watch on 2 screens at once, goes from $9.99 to $10.99 a month. So it's only $1. The premier tier plan, which is available in Ultra HD, allows users to watch up to 4 screens. That's going up $2, $11.99 to $13.99. And the basic $7.99 per month plan is going to stay the same price.
Well, that's cool. I mean, like, they really could raise it more because everybody's so addicted.
They could go up to $19.99.
I know, but they're smart to go a little bit at a time to not freak people out.
Right, like Disney.
Right.
Because, Disney was like, used to be $50 a ticket, and then every year they went another
Up a little
dollar,
more,
another
another
dollar.
more. To now it's
they're
like $100.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Anyone who signs up for Netflix today and going forward is going to have to pay the new higher prices, and the cheaper rate is no longer being able to be offered. You will be getting a notification on your bill.
We have 2 Netflix accounts.
Yeah.
Which is ours, and then I started one for my mom, right?
Right.
And so when I go onto that one, which is hooked to my iPad, it's like lady movies. It's nothing cool or funny or racy. It's like mom picks.
I love that, though.
Murder mystery with British people.
Now, Larry, are you going to sign up right away when Disney's streaming service comes out? Because you know that they stopped doing things with Netflix. I don't know when that ends.
Yeah, it's still on because Moana's still on there and Emperor's Groove is still. But yeah, they're pulling all the Disney stuff off Netflix because they want their own.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
You got the money to build it.
I know, but I mean, I guess I would eventually be tricked into getting that when all their movies start appearing in their animated stuff.
Absolutely, right.
Yeah.
Because
they got Pixar, they got George Lucas films.
We all used to be those people who'd be like, oh, the DVD's on Blu-ray, let's go get it.
Yes.
And now we're not running out to do that because it's just going to be on a button anyway.
Yeah, pretty soon. Right there in your hand.
Right.
Yeah.
What's so funny is years ago, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas said they didn't want to do Blu-rays. They said they just want to do streaming. I was like, how stupid. Who just wants to stream stuff? I want to own a Bluray. I haven't bought a Blu-ray
I know, but the Disney was kind of a special thing because you realized that
you collected them.
Right, the videos you had were all of a sudden worth more money because they were collectibles.
Yes.
And so you're like, well, I'm getting every Disney movie that I like on Blu-ray.
Right.
And now my collection kind of stopped.
Uh-huh.
And it's just kind of weird because you don't have something in your hand. But yeah, they still release them.
They still release Blu-ray.
Right,
yeah.
and they still do the, for a limited time, get, Beauty and the Beast on Blu-ray.
Right.
So I'm tempted to, but then I'm like, it's going to be on demand, and I'll watch it with the girls when I babysit.
Did you collect the VHS, either of you, the Disney VHS?
I did, and thank God I did, because I still have a TV where the VHS is the TV
inside.
VHS,
Oh.
and that's what Avery has in her room.
No.
Just watches
I'm asking because do you know how much those are worth?
No, I've tried to Google them. They're only like $5.
No, there's some that are worth thousands
Yeah,
of
no,
dollars.
but you have to have one of those.
No, and I have...
Like, he's got the Little Mermaid where it's shaped like a
penis
on the cover.
Yeah,
like where
the
they
castle.
Yeah, I have the original that.
I have the original video where at the end where she's getting married on the boat,
and it goes
and
shows
his
this like
donger. I have that video.
That's the same one.
That version. I just don't have the cover.
The thing is, it turns out that when you used to buy videotapes, they'd be like, "Here's the black edition." It's like a little more extra.
Right.
It had extra things on it. And it had the black box. Those are the ones that are worth the most money. So the people that did go spend the extra $5 on the limited edition,
it was worth it.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't get any.
Yeah, those are the ones that are worth like a bunch of money.
Do you have any of those?
I have none of those.
Okay, but this one on the text line, talking about Larry. You text somebody that shouldn't get something,
right? Because the texts are so close to each other. You're like, I sent that to the wrong person.
Right. Okay. So this one says, I also text my mom and told her I couldn't wait to try the back door with her. And she texts me back, you ain't sticking anything up my butt, son. I meant to text it to a new girl I was seeing.
Oh, my God. Who will never meet his mom now? He's like, I can never introduce you to my mom.
Ever.
She's all, is this the one?
Is this the one?
Back door girl?
You're dirty.
You're the back door girl.
Slut, get out of my house.
She's all, we put a cushion on your chair.
And now, it's time for...
Larry Ulibarri on sports.
Well, big weekend. Broncos going to play.
Yeah, we are.
The Rockies out, by the way.
Rockies, I know.
Bummer.
What a crazy game, though. There were some of those innings where it was like nonstop, like your heart was racing, and then all of a sudden they got runs, and then we gave up some runs, and then that foul ball that was 5. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no. When you go into the locker room, you smell several foul balls. But once everybody showers, it's pretty good.
Yes.
But no, there was something going on with the Rockies. One of the coaches had a watch on or something. I don't know. It's very controversial.
Okay.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, you mean the Diamondbacks coach?
Yeah.
Has something that shouldn't be. It was
like
spotted in the dugout.
Watch, which was maybe communication.
Spotted in the dugout, right. Well, yeah, I don't know too much about that.
Me neither.
Okay.
I also know that the Avalanche are going to start playing this Thursday. Their season begins.
Oh, well, good. Look like that. Okay, so let's get back to football since it's football.
Yeah,
NFL,
Sunday. Be there.
So let's talk about Cam Newton really fast.
Okay.
Larry on sports.
Cam Newton, his family started the cookie company. He's a descendant of Fig Newtons.
Fig Newton.
Yeah, so he's a great guy.
No, about the interview with the reporter.
Oh, about how the girl was talking routes and he's sexist. And he's like, it's so weird your girl talk routes.
Exactly, right. And then she said that he gave her an apology behind the scenes and it was worse.
Oh, probably.
It was worse.
He was mansplaining behind the scenes.
Exactly.
The reason why it was funny because you're a girl and see, I'm a man and you don't know about routes and you want to go get dinner?
Right. And then they found some interview from a couple of years ago where Cam, and it was another female reporter, and he called her sweetheart when he answered her.
Right.
But what do you think about the endorser dropping him?
Yeah, I know. It happens.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, especially this endorser.
Right, for sure. It was, I believe, some sort of foot rub. It was like anti-athlete's foot.
No, it's the maker of that thing that women, usually a lot of women it's marketed to women, the thing that he advertises.
Tampax?
Yep, that's it, Larry.
Is it yogurt for ladies?
Yes, it is yogurt for ladies.
Is it really? I just guessed.
Larry,
Good job.
Okay,
High
come on.
five.
Larry
High
on
five.
board.
That was great. Dannon
really?
yogurt, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the makers of the Oikos, you eat it.
Oh, I do?
The yogurt that you sometimes
course
you've had
you
it and
do.
you're like, this
Right.
is delicious.
Is it the one where you dump all the candy in it? Yeah, they made yogurt bearable because they put a bunch of candy you can dump in it.
Here, I have the audio of Cam Newton right here.
Okay, where he said it's funny about the girl? Okay.
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. Like, it's funny.
Like,
Yeah, that wasn't
what?
condescending. He needs to get his ass kicked by 3 lesbians.
Now, he made the comments to Charlotte Observer reporter Jordan Rodriguez, and she's been covering the Panthers for a while, so it's like, wow,
Gez.
way to go.
It's funny.
But yeah, but Dannon, maker of the yogurt brand, has, they talk to females. That's their market. Larry even guessed
The
it.
demo.
Yeah, so they said that they were shocked and disheartened at the behavior and comments, and that it was inconsistent with our commitment to fostering equality and inclusion in every workplace. It's simply not okay to belittle anyone based on their gender. Bye-bye, Cam.
Oh, so they kicked him to the curb.
Yeah, right. They kicked him to the curb.
Well, he needs to be endorsing beer, Budweiser.
Yeah, right. The dude stuff.
Liquor.
Hey, so
tires.
we have to talk about the Broncos game this weekend, Larry, on Ulibarri on Sports. Tell us all about it.
It's, going to be a game. And, we're going to wear jerseys. They're going to wear jerseys.
Yeah, who are we playing?
I don't even like to say their name.
Oh, no, go ahead and say it.
Oh, God. That other team. I call them the other team.
Okay, well, what time is the game?
No, we're playing Kansas City.
What time
No, we're
is the
not.
game?
It's at 2:30.
2:30.
I don't know.
Yeah, people on the text line, you want to tell Larry Ulibarri on Sports what's up?
Yeah.
Well, is it Monday? Is the game on Monday? Are you trying to trick me?
We're trying to
There
trick
is a
you.
trying
You're
to
right.
trick you.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
right.
So it's on Monday Night Football.
No.
Yep.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Yep.
no.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Or is it?
I don't know. You asses.
You tell us, Larry Ulibarri on Sports.
Well, if you give me a second to look it up.
All right.
It's your favorite week in football.
Bye week.
It's a bye week.
Oh, man. So that means there's no game.
No game.
That means that everybody, if you really love the Broncos and you support them, you'll find a buddy to spend some time with. And it starts out with beers, and then you look tense. And then it's kind of like, let me rub your shoulders.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, damn, you're talented. Like,
Right.
you have great hands.
And now you're 6 beers in.
Exactly. It's like, well, I can give you full body massage if you don't feel weird about it. And then it's like, your clothes are in the way. And then it's like, what?
Okay.
Bye
All
week.
right. 303-728-3420. We got texts coming in about people who've texted the wrong people, so we'll get to that here in a few minutes.
Right. And how are you celebrating bye week? Did you know there's no game on Sunday? It's a bye week. Duh.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is? Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm. You guys
No,
just told me.
Well, maybe we told you the wrong information. You should know it.
Anyway, that's why I couldn't pick who the team was.
Oh, is that?
Because psychically, I pick up vibes and stuff. And
Oh,
like I did the
really?
yogurt. I was like, oh, I got
Yeah,
that.
you did get the yogurt.
What's the name of the Broncos quarterback?
Simeon.
Oh,
Okay, we lied to you about the bye week. So who's the team we're playing this Sunday?
Did you really lie about
Yeah,
the bye
so
week?
who's
You
the
looked
team?
it up.
Right, who's the team we're playing? Tell us about him.
I trusted you. It's not the bye week?
Who are we playing this weekend?
Well, I clearly don't know.
Yay, we got him to say it.
Who is it?
We have a bye
It's a
week.
bye week.
You guys suck. You guys suck.
Okay, so everybody's hitting us up on the text line, laughing about Larry Ulibarri on Sports, and also they're telling us about times that they sent the wrong message to another person.
Right, because sometimes when you're really texting feverishly, you're responding to 3 or 4 at once,
Right.
and then the wrong text goes to the wrong person, and you're like, how come I never heard back from, I sent that to my mother.
Exactly. So this one says, meant to send a message to my sister telling her how much my terrible mother-in-law was getting on my nerves.
Oh, no.
I said, this bitch is getting on my damn nerves. I'm about ready to step on her oxygen cord.
Oh, my God.
And of course, I actually sent it to my mother-in-law.
Oh, my God. There's no coming back
No
from that.
coming back from that.
You
right.
ruined it.
And
Yeah.
there she is on her oxygen machine looking at her phone.
Right.
Like,
And then the son, whoever's the son of the mom,
Right.
is like, you can't say you're going to stand on my
my
mom's
mom's,
oxygen
you want to
cord.
kill my mom?
Right.
Oh, I'm sure they're.
Oh, we need to
Yeah.
hear back. How did that pan out?
Let us know more about
She's like,
that.
I live alone now in an apartment. I'm single.
Right. I hate texting people.
Right.
This was when I was younger. I accidentally sent my mom a text that was supposed to go to my boyfriend. I said I made it in, and she didn't even catch me. I turned myself in for going clubbing and being out of the house until 4 a.m. I was supposed to be home at 12 and wasn't supposed to be clubbing at all. My mom still gives me crap for it 7 years later.
So I made it in. I'm cool.
Right.
Send.
Dead Scott, what up? Good morning, Dead Scott. Once text one of my personal customers, I love you, with kissy marks all around
Don't forget the kissy emojis.
I was drinking. That is a quick key shortcut text to the wife that I use every day. Thank God my customer responded back to me with,
I love you too.
Yeah.
I don't see, what does it say?
Yeah, it says I love you too.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah,
You have to be careful.
You totally have to look down before you send it because there's no undo. Once it starts to send,
right.
Which kills me. Like, why isn't there a cancel button or like
a double check? Like, are you sure you want to send this? You drunk idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
Larry and Kathie J's Blazing Hit Radio. We are live in the Green Solutions studio. We always have guests come in. Tonight we got this morning we got a special guest who's performing tonight and this weekend. Ron Funches. And Larry, you may love him because he's been on Bob's Burger. He has quite the resume, but he actually does the voice. On your favorite cartoon. Larry loves that cartoon, Ron.
Oh, it's a great cartoon. I love it too. I saw that they're doing a movie, and I was like, you guys should base it around my bit part.
Did they go for that?
They talked about it. We're in discussions.
How did you get that part? I mean, was that through an agent, or do you have to go for auditions, or do you just know the right people?
Bob's Burgers in particular, a lot of their writers and Lauren, the creator, are big fans of comedy and stand-up, and so they typically try to go for unique voices and fun voices, and they'll reach out to you. And so,
right.
Yeah, you'd be perfect for like any kind of like animated series or something.
Yeah, well, I'm in a few.
Yeah.
I'm in the Trolls movie with Justin Timberlake, and then I'm going to be in the Trolls cartoon that's coming out, and then I'm going to be in Trolls 2, so mostly Trolls related.
Right.
But also I'm in this cartoon called Home for on Netflix, where I play a sassy space alien princess.
I was going to say that's the alien,
awesome.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
Charizard. It's great.
BoJack too, though. BoJack Horseman. Yeah.
BoJack, I do. Yeah. Adventure Time. I do a lot of things.
And you know what?
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, does that like is that a good payday enough where it's like you're kind of like, oh, I have a giant house by the ocean, or is it kind of not like that?
It's kind of like, it's just easy money. It's like coming in for 20 minutes and then in your PJs, and then it's just consistent work in between. A lot of this other stuff is very inconsistent, and so like with cartoons, they're usually like 36 episodes, something, a lot of episodes. So you're just weekly getting like these small checks that add up, and then you get residuals. So
that's awesome.
And some people, they would have to like change their voice to be a troll.
No, yeah.
They want you to be you.
Yeah.
Just be you.
I don't have, that's what, I don't have any other voices. It's just me sleepy or me energetic. Yeah.
No, but that's cool. I mean, that's what a dream gig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. I mean, it's a dream for me just because it's taken something like my voice and the way I speak was something that as a child people always made fun of me for.
Right,
and
now
so,
it's your strength.
And now it's a strength. Now it's something that I get checks for. So
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's awesome. So, I mean, that's one of the things that people, if you're a kid that's listening to this, first of all, you're weird. Secondly, if you're so weird, just keep embracing it. Because when you get older, it's going to be the thing that gets you money. I promise you.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. I was always told, you talk too much. You're talking too much. And my daughter talks too much, and I'm like, let her talk. Because we all are going to have a gift.
Right. Kathy got a job where she got to talk all day.
Yeah.
She used to talk all morning and then talk on TV.
Yeah.
It worked out.
How do you like me helping your bills, Mom? Am I talking bothering you now?
You can see Ron Funches tonight at Comedy Works, Denver Landmark. He's going to be there tonight and tomorrow, 7 o'clock in the 9:45 show. So you can get those tickets.
No. He's Larimer Square.
Oh, Larimer Square.
Yeah,
Larimer
he's not
Square.
DCC.
Okay. He's not DCC.
No,
okay,
he
right
is
there in
down.
Larimer.
Yeah.
There we
We
go.
gave the information
to
sheet
the wrong
person.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Yeah.
No,
So Larimer Square, comedyworks.com for tickets.
Have you been here in Denver yet? Because we love our comedians.
Yeah, I've been here. I've come to Denver probably like the last 5 or 6 years. I'm doing festivals, doing small things. I love and just coming to Comedy Works. I taped my first album, The Funches of Us here. It's just one of the best clubs, if not the best club in the country.
I agree. My bad. I didn't know that was filmed here.
It's okay. Well,
I love that.
Yeah.
So in your Trolls voice, should we get stoned later? I mean, do you, like,
Does it get higher?
I want to watch the movie Trolls with you and smoke. Let's
That's
just
fine.
do that.
That's fine. We can't this month because I'm not smoking this month. I'm taking October off, which made it a horrible decision to come here.
Why did you take it off?
Mostly because I get a lot of. Basically, because recently I've gotten a deal with like an actual grower, and they were like.
Nice.
Giving me half off, so then I was just still smoking as much, if not more. And then I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should take a little break so I can prove to myself that this is a choice and not a...
Dude,
right, you're not in addiction. That's
such a great thing. Fist bump on that, because like every once in a while you kind of have to prove to yourself, like, I'm not going to drink for 30 days to prove I'm not an alcoholic, or I'm going to like stop eating crappy just to prove I can do it. And you got to do this once in a while. Because if not, then you're just that guy wandering down the street.
And then you're like, oh, I quit forever. And I was like, I don't want to quit forever. No.
I just want to prove to myself.
Yeah.
Prove to Ron.
Yeah, my mom called me yesterday, and she was like, oh, I heard you quit smoking pot. And I was like, do not get your hopes up.
Exactly. Taking a break. That's really a difference. No, and the thing is, it's like, you see those people, the celebrities or people that you know that have to go to rehab, and they're like, you can never even have a Tylenol PM now. And because they have to be so committed to that thing, and you never want to be that, because there goes your toast at your wedding, and I respect people that were alcoholics that clean their life up. That's cool.
Yes,
but you never want to get to that point where you have to be that person and give up everything.
Drop. If I have a drop, then I'm gonna.
Yeah, you don't want to
be on Colfax.
Exactly.
Right. Hey, so you were also in Get Hard.
I was in Get Hard.
I love that movie. I went out there for the junket. Which part were you in Get Hard?
I was JoJo, who is a gang member that loves to murder. I was with T.I. I love to murder people. I was very frightening, and people think I'm threatening in any way anyway.
Did you get to meet Tiny?
Yeah, no. We talked about Tiny a little bit. They were still together at the time. T.I. was crazy and fun and a cool guy, and when they brought out the prop guns, he talked a lot about real guns. And then,
he knows them.
He does. He does know a lot about them.
He does.
And then he was the only guy I've ever, if you ever get the chance in your life to watch a gangster rapper eat ice cream, take it.
Why?
Because
do they chow down?
Yeah, they chow down and they keep the scowl. Like, I've never seen someone eat mint chocolate chip ice cream and not crack a smile. But
right, you should be happy.
Yeah, but no, he was mad at that bowl of ice cream. He was mad. He had beef with that bowl.
I want to watch Tip eat a frozen banana.
Oh my God! All right, so it's worth getting the tickets. Check them out. Comedy Works, ComedyWorks.com.
I can't believe you get to be Tiny, because we got to be Tiny. Nobody does what she said. The good thing they got that on the subtitles on the show.
Yeah, yeah. Tiny's from Atlanta.
Right. Yeah, straight Atlanta.
And if you watch the show, my hair changes colors every 3 seconds.
You got mood hair.
Yeah.
Right, she totally does. So again, tonight and tomorrow night, Comedy Works downtown Larimer Square. Go and check out Ron Funches. He's got 2 shows each night, and you can get the tickets at ComedyWorks.com.
You are welcome here anytime you want to come
Please
by, man.
come.
I love to. It smells wonderful here. It's beautiful. You got candy everywhere.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yes. Help yourself to whatever you want.
Okay.
All right.
And that's including Kathie.
We're keeping it going right now. Comedy Works, always bringing the comedians with us. We talked to Ron Funches earlier. Now we got Gabe Dinger. He's opening up for Ron tonight.
Okay.
Larry was already.
I was turned on by your name. No. Dinger can be like isn't a dinger something that floats in the water?
No, that's a dinghy.
Oh, a dinghy.
That's a dinghy. But a dinger is our mascot.
A dinger is the masculine
for the Colorado,
version of
Colorado Rockies.
The Rockies have a big purple dinger, so we were thinking you should definitely go take a selfie with Dinger, and it'd be like 2 dingers together.
Well, see, and I knew about him because, like, Dinger's a very uncommon last name. Like,
right, yeah, like who would torture their children and give them the last name Dinger?
Like when you come to Ellis Island and you tell him your name is Dinger and the guy goes,
Okay, good luck on
Like maybe just go with Smith or something.
At least give you the middle name of Big.
Yeah.
Right.
Big Dinger.
Or, yeah.
Right.
That's impressive.
It's compensating.
Yeah.
You're all,
Yeah.
it's really pronounced Donger.
Well,
Right.
and that's the thing. A lot of people, when they read it, they don't want it. They're like, it can't be.
It can't
Right.
be
So
right.
they're always like, Dinger.
Right.
Like they want it to be. And it's like,
Girl, for your sake, it's Dinger,
yeah,
right?
it's
Right,
like, no,
right.
it's like singer, but with a D.
You're
Dinger.
owning it.
But,
Was it
so if you Google Dinger, there are two other Dingers that are more famous to me. It's Colorado's
Yeah.
your guys'
our
mascot.
purple dinger?
And then the synthesizer player for Kraftwerk.
What?
His name was Klaus Dinger. So those are the two Dingers that are
That
more
come up
famous
before
than me.
you.
And Klaus
Wow.
is just barely. But,
nice.
You got
but the
edged
Rockies,
out by a
he's
synthesizer player.
and a mascot by a not real thing.
This has got to be great for your self-esteem.
Yeah, it's,
Hey, he has his work cut out for him.
yeah.
He's going to get up there. You showed your butt in a movie, so that's
In a music video.
Oh, in a music video.
Music
Can you
video.
bring that music video up, Wig?
Miss
Oh my
Frida's?
God, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, are you cute butt or melted candle butt?
I mean, I think it's, I have a very, skinny butt, but then, camera kind of bulks you up a little bit.
No,
so
It gives you 10
it's
pounds.
the 10 pounds. I was kind of like, okay.
Are you kidding me?
I
You're
actually
trying to
feel
convince
like,
me that your butt looked poofier because the camera
because of
adds
the camera.
10
I do. I was worried about it. There were two things I was worried about. So
You're lying.
when I got the gig, they were like, "Are you willing to show your butt on camera?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, I don't, it's funny. It's
Right.
I don't.
I'll do it for the laugh.
Yeah, but then I was just like, okay, one, I got to shave my butt now because you don't want that little
Right. You don't
Right.
need the treasure trail.
Yeah.
You just want the wax. Did you get it waxed or did you shave?
No, I just shaved. I'm not rich.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pay someone. Come on.
Well, I mean,
I-
sometimes you have a good buddy that can be like, I got you, bud.
Or an
No,
unlucky girlfriend.
Yeah, I
That's
took
who
what
I
I
was.
used to trim in between my eyebrows with, and that became my butt trimmer.
What was the name of the song?
Make it jingle.
Make it jingle.
It's really redundant. It's gonna be
The song's redundant.
Fast forward to the elevator.
Yeah, so Kathie, I remember her telling me about her man, and she was like, yeah, he wanted me to trim down there, and this is when you were staying in a house that your bathroom was decorated underwater. Remember, you had
Right,
under
right.
the
I
sea
did have it,
bathroom,
right.
and so I can't get the vision out of my head of your husband with one leg up on the tub, and you down in there going.
Man, I needed to do a safety rope around my waist and tie it, anchor it to something. I was
Yes.
in the jungle.
Oh yes, zip lining through your husband's butt
Right,
cheeks.
and the machete was not working. Had to find something else.
my girlfriend and I are in a long distance relationship, but she's an esthetician, so she waxes
Oh, wow.
for a
Okay,
living.
right.
So
That's
if I lived
perfect.
at home and look, she takes the work home, so she's.
Good. I was hoping you'd say
a
that.
couple of times, and look, it's not fun. The weirdest thing about getting a Brazilian that I never expected
Wow.
was the position that you have to get into to get
Pretty much, I would imagine
I
it's
had never-
stirrups. Is
Like
it
you're giving
stirrups?
birth?
No, you get on your side in the fetal position and you present.
That is so
you
weird.
do not.
You do.
You do not.
You do.
Oh my god.
And when you're in your
got
living
butt.
room, it's just
Oh my god.
it was
In your living room with
Oh
your
my God.
dog staring at you.
Exactly.
yeah, just staring. They don't come over.
No, they're just staring.
They know what's happening isn't natural.
Did that hurt?
Is this you?
That had to hurt.
Oh, wait, there he is.
yeah,
there
there-
he is going with his
Oh,
butt.
nice.
Oh, that's a good butt.
It
That's a
added-
good butt.
a little bit of it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd hit that.
You do look very smooth.
No. Yeah, it's cute. It's adorable.
Back and to the left. Yeah.
I'm sorry, that's any white guy's butt.
I know, but it's nice. It's smooth. It's round.
I get that a lot.
That could be Wiggins' butt. For all I know.
Wiggins,
I could be your butt double if you need it, bro.
Wiggins, stand next to the
Are you
TV
kidding? That's
and
my
show us
money
your butt.
maker.
Yeah.
You try to make it in the butt business, I'll have you destroyed.
He's got it marked. He's got dominated.
I'll have someone cut you.
He's your stunt ass, so when the ass takes a a grenade, it's his ass.
That's what you want.
Oh man, so it's gonna be fun. So you're just opening for Ron tonight, 7:45. Get it right this time. It's at the Comedy Works.
You did get it wrong.
Larimer.
7:30.
It's at Larimer. 7:30 and 9:45.
He's not in charge.
You know what? We're all distracted by your beautiful ass that's on the screen.
Just never seen the sun ever.
Yeah.
ComedyWorks.com. He's going to be downtown. I love going downtown and hanging out in Larimer.
So do I.
Square. It's
The
like
best.
a date night. Yeah. So get your tickets and go and laugh with Gabe and Ron tonight and tomorrow night in Denver.
Are you wearing that outfit? Is the one that you got in the music video?
That's what I wear when I go through TSA.
Yeah.
It's like,
Nothing
search
here.
me if you want. If you want to search this guy, you can.
They call it
Gabe.
TNA.
Thanks, Gabe.
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you. And thank you, Ron Funches, for coming in again. Yay.
Can we take a selfie with your real ass? Or you can text us anytime, 303-728-3420. What's so funny?
Okay, you ready? Okay.
Yeah, I purposely, by the way, don't look at the text because I want to hear it fresh when Kathie reads it.
Right. So I'm sorry I'm laughing ahead.
Oh, no, I like that.
Okay. Remember the check-in app Foursquare?
Yeah.
I met up with a chick at a bar. Everything was going great. So great that I texted my buddy, dude, first one of us to bang some girl from Foursquare. And I accidentally sent it to her. She was in the bathroom at the time and never came back to the table.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's messed up.
I received an email from my supervisor reading, I think this is for you. The email read, "Oh my God, your boss is a blanket idiot. I really need to find a better job." It was from one of my coworker friends. She accidentally sent it to him instead of me. I think it was, you really need to find a better job.
Right.
Oh my God. This one says, love you guys. Been listening to Blazing Hits from day one. So excited when the app came out. You made my days great again. And the music mix is the best out there in Denver. Love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. And this one says, I absolutely love you guys. Love you guys. So
I was hoping there'd be a bunch of texts coming through with like, he does have a nice butt, everybody.
Oh, well, maybe, but a lot of people are letting you know it's a bye week. Larry Ulibarri.
I know it is the bye week, and that's why we should be able to look at that comedian's butt and not feel weird about it, right, Wiggins?
right, Wiggins.
Is that what your butt looks like?
That's what I think it does. It must.
No, my butt is like Eminem's butt from 8 Mile.
Not.
Oh my
You
God,
wish.
Eminem has a great butt.
He
That's
did.
what I'm saying.
have a great butt.
I
We
remember-
don't know if he does. still.
Whatever.
I saw the 8 Mile scene and was like, that's it. That's what I look like.
Oh yes. Yeah.
I know Eminem still has good butt. I was front row when his pants came down, and I was just like, I couldn't believe it.
I know,
could
but-
not believe it. It was like breathtaking.
We were talking about Bob's Burger.
Yes.
Someone actually has a tattoo of Bob's Burger, and it actually is super cool.
Damn.
It's
I didn't-
Linda.
Yeah, because he calls her his Linda and she calls him her Bob. So they have tattoos of Bob and Linda.
But they have 2 big tattoos, so
I
they
was gonna say,
really like Bob.
They're committed to the Belcher family.
Right, you're going to put Linda on your arm. Yay. All right.
Yeah, very cool. So thank you guys for texting us this morning and laughing with us at 303-728-3420.
And if you text the word game to that number, 303-728-3420, you got a chance to game with Larry and Kathie at For the Win at the Denver Pavilions.
Right, and if you text Tush, Wiggins will show you his butt.
I'll bounce back a picture of Eminem.
Okay.
Can we be friends?
All right, so coming up next in Trash and Bash,
Yeah.
I just have to tell the story again because it's my Friday. Kate Winslet and Idris Elba. He has a foot fetish. She got naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like this movie ends different than Titanic.
Yeah, right. She held on to something.
Right.
And now,
Invasive, violating, and just disgusting.
it's Celebrity Trash and Bash.
With Larry, Kathie, and Wiggins.
It's really disappointing. They're just looking for the wrong photo.
Here's Kathie J.
Opening this weekend at the theaters, we got The Mountain Between Us, starring Idris Elba and Kate Hudson.
Right. That's Kathy's dream, to be stranded on a mountain with Idris Elba, and they have to like stay warm somehow.
Yeah, you got it. Let's share body heat.
You're
you
all,
know.
what could I eat? Like, it would be crazy if you could produce some form of a meal. And he's all, I got you.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Oh, that's not happening?
Even though it's Idris Elba and I
and
love
it's survival.
him,
You got to
it's
have
still not
something.
happening.
Oh,
It's
for
still-
real? Wow, you're such a bitch. That's why I win every time.
So here's the thing. The other movies opening this weekend, we have My Little Pony.
You know what?
Which is like part 2 of The Mountain Between Us.
Well, it's like, it's animated, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, just like little girls love unicorns and cats and ponies.
Right, so you'll be taking Avery to see My Little Pony? Okay. Victoria and Abdul. Have you seen this?
Mm-mm.
Okay, this is the craziest thing. So back in the day, Queen Victoria had a relationship with her servant that was from India.
She hooked it up with the
Yeah,
servant?
like they had
Why
like
wouldn't
an
you? I mean,
Indian clerk named Abdul Karim.
I mean,
and
they're right there. Like,
they had a friendship and even some say a love. Okay. And when when Queen Victoria died, I guess the royal family completely scrubbed all evidence of this relationship away because they were embarrassed that Queen Victoria fell in love with this Indian clerk.
Right.
So they wiped it all away, but somebody is telling the story and now it's the movie.
She's like, he's hung like Idris Elba.
Yeah, that's right, Queen Victoria.
And unlike Kathie, I will take the curry.
Go for it, Queen.
Yeah.
And Blade Runner 2049 with Ryan Gosling and
I'm
Harrison
excited
Ford.
to see that. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys have to see. We'll post it on our site. Chris Ferrante, my co-host for the
Right.
Fox show, The Everyday Show, he went and interviewed Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford. They're in the same room together.
That's intimidating.
Intimidating because you hear that Ryan Gosling doesn't like to do interviews, and then you have Harrison Ford, who is also somebody that you have to come with it.
I know, but you're sitting in the room with Han Solo and Indiana Jones at the same time.
Yeah.
That's got to be nerve-wracking. Yeah.
Right. And I'm sorry, Ryan Gosling is hot.
Especially for Chris, because he's gay and Ryan Gosling's so gorgeous.
Right, and Chris is a nerd, so he loves Han Solo.
So what
Yeah,
happened?
okay, so anyways, you have to watch the interview. We'll post it. Ryan Gosling is answering a question, and Harrison Ford dozes off.
Oh my
Doesn't
God.
close his eyes.
That's hilarious.
But totally spaces out to the point where he's literally like staring at some light and doesn't blink the entire time Ryan Gosling is answering.
Like he's mesmerized by the light. He's going into the light.
It's something crazy like that.
He's all, I got a bad feeling about
We need to take that and put some music underneath it and put it all slow motion, zooming in on him as he's sleeping.
He wasn't sleeping, he was zoning out. But we have to play it. Okay. Pink is refusing to work with Dr. Luke, another female artist that's saying bye, Dr. Luke.
That's fine. I mean, everybody wants to work with the lesbian lady that made them all famous anyway. Linda
Perry.
Right.
Yeah, all right. So she says that, I don't know what happened, but I know that regardless of whether or not Dr. Luke did that, this is karma and he earned it because he's not a good person. I've told him that to his face and I don't work with him anymore. He doesn't do good business. He's not a kind person. He doesn't do the right thing when given ample opportunities to do so. And so I don't really feel that bad for him.
Even after what she said and Kelly Clarkson and everybody said about him,
Yeah.
there's still 10,000 girls dying to work with him who
Yeah.
want to be the next Kesha.
Yeah, and that's the problem.
Right.
That's the problem.
And that's the problem.
Right. And that's the problem.
Tom Cruise has returned to filming Mission Impossible 6 2 months after he slammed into that wall doing a stunt and broke his ankle.
Because he's a stud.
He is a stud. On his return to the set, Tom Cruise appeared to be throwing himself into filming right away as he was photographed in a helicopter that was rigged up to a truck for a stunt.
Well, he's back to risk hurting himself again.
Right.
But, I mean, it
Good
looks
luck,
cool.
buddy.
He gets the best shots. That one Mission Impossible where he's literally holding onto that plane was insane.
Yeah. And the fact that he really did that.
Right, because they could have done that in green screen and everybody would be like, no. But the fact that, I mean, what would that feel like? That'd be so crazy.
I figured out if I ever get to interview him, I'm going to ask him, how do you keep
How much
your
did
face?
you pee? Like, the thing is, I would be there for the takeoff and that shot they wanted,
Right.
but then I'd be like, hey, land!
That's what I'm going to ask.
That's like, because when I went parasailing, I thought it was a good
How does
idea.
he look so secure and confident?
When I went parasailing, I was like, that looks fun. And then I got up at the height of it, and I was all, I don't want to be up here. Please take me down. It was terrible.
And you know, they were like, okay?
Right, exactly.
One more time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Chris is saying, no, he wants you to go faster.
Oh, my God. I almost didn't even see anything because I was so terrified. I can have my eyes closed.
I wish I could see that.
I would have paid for that.
Yeah.
Linkin Park's Carpool Karaoke episode is going to air next week, everybody.
Oh, they are airing it because they weren't going to.
Nope, they are going to air it.
That's cool.
The band themselves did the announcement. They announced that the episode is going to air next week in a Facebook post published yesterday morning. They said, Carpool Karaoke this time next week. You won't have to be an Apple iMusic subscriber to watch it. It'll stream for free via Linkin Park's Facebook page. So they are 100% behind it. It was filmed with guest host Ken Jeong, who is like Dr. Ken. Do you guys remember him? The
Kim
Asian dude.
Jong-un?
No. Dr. Ken, he does. He jumped out of the suitcase in Hangover, and he's been famous ever since.
Oh, okay.
Him.
Yeah, he's
right.
hilarious.
Right, and he's got his own show, Dr. Ken.
Right, he's like, you're going to be famous for this scene, but everybody's going to know you have a small ding-a-ling.
right. So they're in the car. So everybody, please, if you want to laugh with
That sounds
Chester.
hilarious.
Yes, and finally, Kate Winslet revealed that she stripped off all of her clothes except for her socks when it was time for her steamy sex scene with Idris Elba.
Now, when
mountain between us.
When you say steamy sex scene, I literally see steam coming off of his junk because they're in the wild and it's cold.
Hot.
Right,
he's hot.
Right, and exactly
that area is burning.
And it emotes light. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
I hope it. I think it does.
like in fact, you could see the ground where they're at. Like there's grass. It's melted the snow and flowers are coming back.
He can melt a pathway all the way down the mountain.
It's just like a giant ET finger.
Oh my God.
Okay. So
Elliot.
Kate Winslet admitted that co-star Idris Elba loves feet. Something she discovered when filming their disaster romance on the mountain.
Like what, he kissed her foot in a weird way? Or?
He told her she had to keep socks on because he has a thing for feet. And I guess
keep your socks on.
So does
I've
that
got
mean
a thing
that
for feet.
he as the actor didn't want to get naturally excited?
Maybe
for filming?
he didn't want to go too far.
Right. If
He's all, if I see your little piggies, they're going in my mouth. Your little piggies in my mouth.
That's not part of the scene.
He's all, they smell like Parmesan. I love it. And your heel's all crusty and hard. You would have known.
So she had to keep her socks on because of his rather unusual taste. But, you know, if he wants
probably
to
had
put
to
my foot in his mouth, he can.
And she doesn't mean his feet, by the way. Kathie means something completely different.
No, his foot.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
We
now I
know.
got you. Okay, all right.
Come hang with Kathie and Wig and myself. This Saturday, we're going to be at the grand opening of the Green Solution in Port Collins.
Yeah, so come on out and hang with us. It's the one on College Ave.
810 North College Avenue.
Yeah.
We'll be there from 1 until 3 o'clock, and we'll have prizes and just kind of chill out. And we got the Cannabis, which the Green Solution Studio now has you guys on it.
Right. And so if you live up in Port Collins or you're in that area, maybe you're in Boulder, maybe you're in Greeley, just come over and hang with us.
Yeah, you should. Come hang
We're going
out.
to take some selfies and follow you to your car.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Or
totally
go back to your frat house or your dorm.
See, I knew it was.
All right, it's
I knew
not-
it was going to
yeah.
happen. Yep.
Yeah, all right.
I'm just saying, we'll hang with you.
You know.
No, you'll hang with them. Kathie and I are going to chill at the Green Solution.
Wow. So in other words, only one of us really wants to be in touch with our listeners. Okay.
No, only one of us wants to touch our listeners.
Yeah, you want to touch.
Okay, first of all, I hang with anybody, smoke with anybody,
You
even
do.
with,
Yeah.
without that caveat. But if, it happens.
All right.
See, he's not
I'm just
arguing.
saying.
I got into a fight up in Fort Collins
Oh, yeah.
near College Ave.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, really?
I went. It was in college. I went up to watch the basketball team play their team,
Uh-huh.
and there's a gas station that sits on a corner.
Mhm.
So we were there, and the car pulled in, and the girls that's what girls do. If for some reason another girl shows up, you have to start talking smack. And so that turned into a fight, and I remember fighting her right there in the parking lot. And then our car I jumped in the car, and it went one way, and then their car went the other way, and then I heard the police sirens that the gas station called.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you were a lesbian.
I was a lesbian.
That was her. That sounds like every road rage story that she's ever
Yeah,
had, where
totally.
she just follows the car.
Sure. I feel so
No,
bad.
I was just walking into the store this time.
I feel bad if you ever road rage with Kathie and she follows you and your kids home.
Cute kids. You shouldn't be driving like that in front of them. I'm kidding.
Yeah, you take a selfie with the kids. We watch you every day.
Thanks, kids.
Give this to your mother.
Kathie J would not do that. Maybe.
Maybe. Provoked.
So here's the thing. This new study came out, and I want everybody to know this going into the weekend. It's something for all of us to think about. How many times do you guys order food, walk in, drive through, whatever, and when they say, do you want a receipt, you say no? I always say no. I never want the receipt.
Right. If they're going to hit the button to print it, you don't have to print it. I don't want it.
Okay. Right. Is that
but
what
is
do
this
you
some
do?
sort of identity theft?
Yes. No. Wait.
Well, no, that's what I'm worried about. So sometimes I will take it if it's a tip amount and you can add a tip to it.
Yeah.
Then I'll ask for the receipt or even the paper at a Applebee's or whatever. If they give me the merchant copy and the customer copy, I will always take the customer copy because they can change it and say, oh yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, we all do that, and we crumple those up in our car. So if anybody ever breaks in our car, there they are. There's 30 of them.
There's 30 of them.
Right.
Well, here's another reason why you should say, yes, I'll get the receipt. Because you might be getting the freshest meals if you do. According to this study.
Because it gives them a record of this customer came and they bought this, and so they get the fresh stuff.
No.
Oh.
Mystery shoppers always have to ask for a receipt, so when they do their report, they have a receipt to go along as to the time and the place that they were at that location. So the people making your meal don't necessarily know if you're a mystery shopper or not, so they're going to go probably a little bit more over to make sure that you get what you need.
I've always wanted to be a mystery shopper.
I have too.
Yeah, and I knew somebody's mom who did it.
Was it satisfying, or did they get paid well?
I don't know. They just on a regular basis. She would just go to restaurants and by herself and order a meal, and then just fill out the little thing afterward. And she got paid to do it, and the meal was free because they pay for it.
You two would totally blow your covers, Larry and Kathie, if you guys were doing mystery shopping. You would start talking to the waitress and be like, "Just a warning, though, I'm a secret shopper."
If the waiter's hot,
you're cool. You're cool.
If the waiter's hot, I'm a secret shopper.
Right, because they want to make a good impression on whoever they're helping.
I guess I'm confused because if you pay for the meal afterwards, they don't know.
Well, some certain places, like if you like McDonald's, you walk up to McDonald's and
then you pay,
inside,
and then your food's coming back.
A lot of times they say, "Do you want your receipt?" And if you say, "Yeah, I need that," or
maybe a little note goes on.
I don't know.
I
they
get
just
that.
automatically are like,
I want to be a secret shopper, but known. So they're like, "Oh my God, here he comes! Make sure everything's perfect."
I think that's every day for you.
I was gonna say, like anywhere you go, people go, "Oh look, there's Larry Uliberry."
Well, and everybody is always nice to us. They always give us like, here's a little extra, or here's a better seat.
Yeah, very rarely has someone spit in our food.
That you know of?
Exactly.
Oh my God, why even bring that up? That's like, now you've brought it into the universe. Now everybody's thinking about it. It's like, oh, what if somebody did that?
Oh no, yeah, don't do it.
Well, I mean, no. I mean, like, I guess we've all eaten something.
Yeah, you just don't want to know.
Okay,
it's kind of like one of those things that bugs crawl in your mouth when
oh
you're
my
sleeping.
God, yes.
Okay, gross.
We all eat like 3 spiders a year.
Right, or like they allow X amount of bugs in this certain product.
Yeah, right.
It's like allowed.
Right. Yeah, I can't eat Fig Newtons now, thanks to Larry.
Those are bee parts in the Fig Newton.
I love Fig Newtons, and the crunchy little parts when you're eating them? Like, I love that.
Those
I'm
are
like,
dead bugs.
I thought they were seeds. They're actually dead bugs.
All right, good morning.
Yeah.
Right. Blazing It Radio, Larry Uliberry, Kathie J, producer Wiggins.
Call us at 303-728-3420 if people have been saying what they've been doing this weekend.
Or what they're going to do. You're going to Bear Fest.
I'm going to the Great American Beer Festival tonight.
You said Bear Fest.
Yeah, Bear Fest. No, that's something else.
Bear Fest, I said.
That's on Colfax.
No, that's at the Wrangler.
By Charlie's.
Bear Fest.
Is Charlie's still around?
Charlie's is on Colfax still.
Yeah.
They're hanging on.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not going anywhere, you bitches.
Good, because I like Charlie's.
So it's Beer Fest.
Yeah, so the Beer Festival.
Okay.
It's the huge one. And here's the thing.
Like it sells out in seconds.
It's annoying because I'd love to go.
So,
that shows you how many drunks there are.
Back when I worked for one of the rock radio stations, I got to go because they...
What's about the pour some sugar on me.
Hey, this morning on the way in, you know what I was listening to?
I'm hot, stick and
No, I was listening, kickstart my heart, oh, but never stop. Whoa, yeah, baby.
You know what? And she totally sings it in her car. Like
I
totally
do.
I
totally do.
You know what's weird? Mariah Carey, in this related story, I was listening to Mariah Carey's song came on, and Chris and I were driving, and I was singing, and I look over at Chris and I go, honey, I was like, don't you want to sing a little bit? I was like, and he goes, not everybody sings as good as you.
Oh.
So I was like, honey, just like, you should be moved by a song to want to sing it.
Well, both of you should just be comfortable to sing in front of each other.
Like, he doesn't fart in front of me either.
And you guys have been together a while.
Whatever. Wiggins, do you sing in your car?
Yeah, Kayla Moore is the singer, knows all the words. I don't know words very well. Like, I'm too ADD to like learn words of songs. So like, even that Pour Some Sugar on Me, I was like making up words from. Like I don't, so I can't really.
You don't
sing
even
the
get
songs.
the hooks. See, I at least get the hooks.
No, I used to get it wrong. Like, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Californication.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Only because I looked up the name eventually. It said Californication. I was like, oh, that's the song. I used to hear California Vacation. And I was like, this is just doesn't make any sense.
California Vacation. Yeah, it doesn't even go.
Make a note of that. We have to do misunderstood song lyrics. We'll do that next week because everybody's got like a million of those.
Absolutely, right.
So at Beer Fest.
Yeah, so tonight's Beer Fest.
Right. Do you get to unlimited beer? Is that the whole thing?
That's why the tickets are so expensive.
Right. So when I worked at the rock station, I worked it, and then and because they had their own beer.
Okay.
And so I
don't remember you working at a rock station.
Yeah, and it got renamed.
But I remember working with you your whole career.
Yes.
But you never left to go work at a rock station.
No. Remember, it used to be the Hawk, and and the guy overnight would let me come in, and he taught me how to run the board overnight.
Okay, I do not know about this.
Yes, you do. It was back when I was doing promotions, trying to get a job anywhere.
I remember Cozy the Bear. Was it before or after?
It was during Cozy the Bear.
So it's in that group.
In that group, because they owned
were clusters.
Right. They're called, right. They're the mountain.
I didn't know you were in there trying to do dirty to get into the business.
In the bear costume.
Right.
No, I was in the Hawk costume.
It's not the bear costume, it's the beer costume. Anyways,
so that's all I know about it is from being there as a worker.
So you want to go experience
and so tonight I'm going to experience it, but my husband's like, that there's like a line to get in. And then, because I only have a certain amount of time because of the kids,
Right,
so
and
I'm
there's a line to probably get each beer.
Some beer, and there's this line, and it's a lot of lines. So I'm hoping that I don't have that experience.
No, I know how to get out of that.
What?
Just bring Wig and I, and I'll hold a boom mic, and he'll have a camera, and you go to the front of every line. And we're live right now, tasting every beer, and everybody will give you the best beers.
Oh my God, dude! You're
all right,
right
get
on
us a
point.
camera and a mic from Fox, and we'll do it.
A kid did that for the Floyd Mayweather-McGregor fight, and because one of the bodyguards posted what the VIP passes look like, so that guy made the whole card, dressed the part, carried a camera with him. He got within 2 feet of McGregor, and actually, he said, "I got to ask him a question." Well, no, I chickened out, but I could have. I was that close. But
That's
it was so. To your point, I think we should totally do that.
You guys are coming in with me.
The thing is, what I saw when they showed a clip of it, a lot of it looks like beer that's very like ale-y or dark,
foamy, and
or just thick.
Not foamy. You don't want foamy, but and I'm not down with that. But I'm going, and I'm going with Angela. Our
we love
girl
Angela.
Angela can party.
She
I was
bowled
like,
with us.
I need a drinker, a girl that drinks beer, and that's my girl Angela. So, and
After
she's
all
making
those
us
samples,
she's making us the pretzel necklaces. Because you get hungry once you start drinking beer.
Well,
once you start drinking,
it takes away because there's a reason for that. Like
really? I thought it was just
no, it's not.
What's a pretzel necklace? Wait, listen, say it again. What is it?
It's a necklace, like a candy necklace, except it's with pretzels. So people just put kite string and just have a whole bunch of pretzels on it. But it's not because
candy.
It's not to just keep your belly.
Pretzels.
It's pretzels.
You said it was a candy necklace.
No,
He said
it's
it
like
looks like a candy necklace.
It goes around your neck.
Okay.
So you just literally string the string of your necklace through all the pretzels and eat them as you're drinking.
Little tiny pretzels, or
whatever size you want, whatever wraps around your necklace.
Like the ones that are upstairs in the little bag.
Oh, I thought we were talking about nice warm breaded pretzels.
Some people really come with it.
I was like, where do you put the cheese dip?
In
your
my
cleavage. Oh my God, for sure. It would stay warm.
I would charge people.
Oh, that's brilliant.
You want to dip in this
Everyone
cleavage?
just dips in there.
That's $5.
Yeah, no, it clears your palate, your tongue palate.
I didn't know.
It's not just because people are hungry and drunk,
I thought it was
Kathy.
so you were drunk and you could want to try to sober up to get another beer down.
I was lost. I was a pretzel necklace. This sounds ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Tiffany on the text line real fast, I have to say, oh my God, you guys have me busting a gut right now at my desk. I have headphones on, so I can't hear how loud I'm laughing, but I'm getting crazy looks.
It's louder than you think it is.
Right.
You're like, No, this is an awesome show. Thanks from Comedy Works for bringing everybody by.
Yes.
And yeah, we had a great show today.
Right. And so I'll post pictures of me and my pretzel necklace.
Yes, for sure.
Right.
Hey, who's watching the girls?
My mom is, but she's only got him till like 9.
What are you going to volunteer, Larry? It sounds like you're volunteering.
No. I mean, because
he is on the way. You know.
Here's the thing: if Chris doesn't fly, maybe we can watch him a little, and you can stay a little bit longer.
Right? Because then you could watch him till 10.
I know.
Kathie comes back with her pretzel necklace and little buzz.
I know, but
if pretzels are stuck to my face, I drink too much.
If Chris doesn't fly, if Chris doesn't fly, we'll watch him.
You just let me know.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, deal.
Uh-oh, you're going to get drunk.
No.
I'll be also drinking beer at my house while I'm watching your kids making pretzel necklaces.